everyone, I'm going to take you through a legs and core workout for a beginner. I'm going to start with a red and a green spring, and I want you to come round and lie down for me. Make yourself nice and comfortable on your carriage. Away from the shoulder rests. Find that nice neutral position for your back, so lengthen your back down and have your natural gap there. My heels are on the foot bar and my shoulders and arms down and relaxed. Start with some footwork, so your feet are in line and you're going to inhale, prepare. Exhale, stretching out, straightening the legs. Inhale, return. Exhale, stretching out. Inhale, return. And moving through the carriage. On the return, using those muscles to return the carriage and not getting the machine to do it for you. Take it a little bit slow, returning. Making sure your hips, your knees, your ankles are all in line. Engaging your tummy, don't forget that. Bringing your ribs down, so try to lengthen the ribs down towards your hips. One more here. And release. Bringing your heels in the centre of the carriage, touching together and taking your toes onto the outside. So opening the knees. Relax the shoulders down, heels onto foot bar and push through. Squeeze the thighs together and release. Breathe out, release, breathe in. Warming up through the legs. Remembering everything you do on reformer is all based around your core, holding that tension, pulling that tummy muscle in. Four, three, 2 and 1, and release. Going to have a lovely warm up for your hamstrings. So taking a magic circle, you can use a strap if you have really tight hamstrings. So if you're working with the circle, you want to have a nice straight line through the legs. You're really stretching and everything through there. However, if you have fairly tight hamstrings and you cannot do that, then I recommend a strap, because the strap will bring you down lower and it will be a little bit easier for you, a little bit softer. Extending through that left leg and imprinting the ceiling, holding onto the circle. Bring your right heel onto the foot bar in line with your knee and your hips. Just glide up and just check everything's in line. Bring your head back down. You can have your head rest up slightly if you want to. Again, that's your choice. Inhale to prepare. Exhale. Press through, keep the foot nice and straight with the right leg, flex through the left, and then return. Breathe out and breathe in. I'm stretching through this left leg here, warming the hamstring, all through the back of the leg, and then I'm strengthening my thigh muscle on the right leg. Two more. And then this last one, you're going to hold out and push through that right leg. Keep it nice and straight. My right hand is going to come down onto my right hip to keep my pelvis level. I'm carefully going to take my left leg out to the side. Now in Pilates, you want everything to be lined. We don't want to lift up through that right side. try to keep it down. Meaning your left leg might not go out so far, but we are thinking of alignment. And keep breathing slowly and deeply into this stretch. You should feel it all along the inner side of the leg here. And then bringing the right hand either onto the strap or the circle and taking that leg across your body, just to the range that feels good for you, stretching the outside here. And come back to centre, release, and we're going to repeat that to the other side. Raising up your right leg, flex and extend. Having your left heel onto the foot bar in line with your knee and hip, and then roll your hip back down. Come down if you've pushed up towards the shoulder rest. Flex and extend. When you're ready, inhale, prepare. Exhale, push through. Inhale, release. Out. Breathe in. Avoid locking the left leg out. Keep stretching through that right leg. Four. And the last one, straighten through that left leg. Nice and strong. Take the left hand down onto the left hip and very carefully take that right leg out to the side. Remember to keep the left side of your body down. Well done. Inhale to centre, swap over hands, and exhale, carefully take that leg across the body. Thinking about your upper body posture. Neck is nice and relaxed and straight, shoulders down. Lovely, well done, and release, coming back in. Excellent. So just putting the circle down there for the moment. Going to roll up, and we're going to lower the weight, so one red weight, and take this foot bar down. Just one. Carefully coming back onto your carriage. Rolling back down onto the carriage, make yourself nice and comfortable. And think a little bit about our tummy muscles now. Now, if you're a complete beginner and your stomach really is not that strong, then you need to slowly build on that strength and work that core so it becomes stronger and stronger all the time. I'm going to go into an ab curl, and I'm going to start with my feet down, which is easier option for those that are still new to Pilates or Reformer. And you're going to send your arms down next to your body and just hover the arms above the carriage. Find that neutral And bring your back into a good position that it feels nice and straight and extended. So you're reaching your back down towards your feet. Shoulders are down, and I want you to have that slight tension in your tummy. So hold the navel in about 25-30% hold. And very carefully, you'll roll your upper back up as you breathe out and push the tummy down. And you're going to breathe in and roll back down. If that's too strong for your neck, you can have your hands here to support, but keep the elbows back. If that helps a little bit. We're rolling up, breathe out, look down towards your tummy, push down, and breathing in. And breathe out. And you're trying to lift the upper back, not your head. Your head is going with your body, but you're lifting up back. Lifting your chest up towards your thighs. Push the tummy down, rolling back down. Everything's done with control, nice and smooth. 2 more. Where I really want to feel this is in the tummy. Now that beginner stage, that's absolutely fine, so you can always do that. If you want to go a little bit harder, you would raise one leg up, keep the pelvis nice and level, and roll down. And even harder would be 2. So if you go into your tabletop position, you're going to feel this a lot more stronger. Breathe out as you roll up. And breathe in as you roll down. 2 more. Well done. Release and relax. Realign yourself, holding on to the rest and your elbows down. And come up again into tabletop. And lengthen your back down away from you. Engage your tummy. We're going to go into little toe taps, working your core. You're going to breathe in as you tap down. And breathe out as you come up. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Making this a little bit easier, you just lower the foot and bring the foot up. If you want it a little bit harder, then you'd send the leg more away and then you bring it back. Making sure that your core is engaged, that your back is holding this absolutely fine. It's in a good place, it's not hurting. The shoulders are open and relaxed. You're feeling the main workload on your tummy here. Try to keep those ribs down. We don't really want them flaring up. Nice and slow. And then if you're super duper, the lower and the longer the leg is, and the slower that you do the move, the harder this is. So take any of these options that suit you. You know that your body is dealing with in a healthy way. But you're feeling this work in tummy. If you're extending the legs fully, you might feel a little bit hip flexor work as well. Everything in Pilates is slow and controlled so we can feel that work. And do 1 more each side. Try not to bring the knees too far in towards you. Try and keep them over the hip. And release. Lovely, well done. Bring your knees in towards your chest and gently rock from side to side. And then carefully roll yourself back up. The next exercise is side leg kick, which is a great exercise for your glutes. If you're relatively new to this, I would stick to the lightest weight of all, which is the yellow. If you're a little bit strong with your glutes and you know that, then you could go to a green, and if you're super strong, you'd go to a red. Going to have our Pilates ball we had earlier. I'm going to place it onto the headrest and carefully lie on your side. Having the strap that's in front of you in your hand, and make sure your neck is nice and comfortable. You're in line. Your shoulders are stacked, and you're going to have the strap and walk it down and actually put it over the top foot, the top leg. My underneath leg is on the carriage bent in towards me, and I'm just making sure that my posture is good and I feel quite even out on the carriage. Think about that neutral spine, so try to have a little gap between your waist and the carriage, and then you're going to stretch away that top leg. And really extending just slightly above the hip, stretching it as much as you can. Hold that tummy in for me, make sure everything's stacked in line. Inhale, stretch the leg forward. Exhale, send it back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, stretching it back. Keep a nice smooth control on this move. Your range on this, so how far forward you go and how far back, is as long as the pelvis is nice and still and you've got that control. Now automatically, if you're finding this weight way too heavy, then change it up. This is very glute specific, so you're going to feel this very much in that glute maximus. 2 more. And then you're going to bring the leg forward and flex. You're going to take the leg up a little way and lower it. Not too high, so a little bit higher there and lower. Raising it up and coming down. Squeezing left and lower. Keeping yourself in line the whole time, engaging that tummy. 4 more. Well done everyone, bringing that leg in and release, and hopefully you're feeling it there. If for any reason you're not, then you need to take the weight up by 1 good spring. Turn over to the other side and line yourself up again. As I said in a class before, you're always going to have a strong side and a weak side, and you'll certainly learn this on Reformer, which is your better side. Take in the strap, bring it onto the top leg, making yourself nice and comfortable onto the carriage so you've got full control of your body. Your neck is nice and long in a good position, and stretch that top leg out. Have your shoulders stacked, those hips stacked. Engage your tummy, stretch away, inhale, forward, exhale, take it back. Inhale, forward, exhale, take it back, keeping the pelvis nice and still. This is a great exercise, stretching all your hamstrings out the back of your leg and very much concentrating and working into that main glute. Keep it smooth and controlled. Going too fast. Two more. And then extend that leg in front of you. Exhale, raise it up slightly, and inhale, lower it down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Start to go too high. tongue and release. Bending that knee and carefully taking that strap off. Bring yourself back down. Excellent, well done everybody. So carefully coming up, taking the ball off, and we're going to do a little bit of upper body work. So you're going to now have a green spring. This is the ideal. However, if you're not very strong with your upper body and it's way too heavy for you, then you'll go down to a yellow. I'm going to bring the foot bar back up to our main position. Bring myself onto the carriage. So I'm on all fours, and automatically we're thinking of alignment here and also of our core engagements to keep us in line. Taking the right strap, you're going to hold the short loop, the short strap, making sure that you're in a good stable position in your box, and then lower the right arm down. Keeping this arm straight, lengthen your neck, just looking ahead, shoulders are down, engage that tummy. Breathe out, stretch the arm up, and breathe in, come down. Breathe out. So I'm keeping that right arm nice and straight as I'm extending it back behind me. Working into your posterior deltoid, back of your shoulder. Avoid moving the wrists, keep them nice and flat. Breathe out. Two more. Always stop if you need to. And release. Well done. Placing that strap on there, onto the bed, and coming to the other side. So just make sure that you're realigned nicely before taking the other strap into the hand. Remember, it's the short loop that you need. Realign yourself. Stretch that left arm down. Engage your tummy, breathe out, lift, breathe in, lower. Lifting up and away, keeping the arm and wrists nice and straight. Thinking about your posture, engaging that tummy for your support. Doing really well. Two more if you can. And release. Lovely. Bring your knees a little bit more forward, walking your hands out on the carriage, and then give yourself a nice little stretch into your child's pose. Stretching the upper back, and so extend the arms forward. And then carefully coming all the way back up. And now bring yourself around, and you're going to have a red and a green spring on. So red and a green. Keep the circle near you. Bring yourself back down onto the carriage. Make yourself comfortable and bring yourself into alignment. So without moving the carriage, shoulders are down, press your back and straighten it and hold the tummy in. You're going to roll up into a bridge move. Okay, rolling up the hips towards the ceiling. Keep your feet nice and straight and your knees in line with your hips. Lengthen your neck, keep gazing upwards. Inhale at the top, and as you exhale, try to get each backbone down. So running down the whole of your spine as you slowly come back down. Tailbone's last to come down. Straighten that back, engage your tummy. Exhale, rolling up into your bridge. Lifting the hips maybe a little bit higher this time. Inhale and exhale, slowly down. And again, rolling up. There's a really nice flexibility stretch for your back. Try to bring each backbone down one at a time. Keep control of the movement. And then taking your circle, going to bring the legs through the circle, and it's going to be just on the outside, so underneath the knee joint on the fleshy bit. Roll down again. Keeping your feet nice and straight, lengthen your back, engage that tummy. Exhale, rolling up. Holding here. And exhale, rolling down through the spine. Giving a little bit of tension as you're trying to gently push out from that circle. You bring a little bit of outer thigh muscles into the exercise, rolling up. Keeping those hips level. Exhale, rolling down through the spine. And then one more time, rolling up for me. Hips are in line, pelvis is nice and level. You're going to inhale, stretch out into your hamstring curl, onto the carriage, keeping your hips up, feet straight. Exhale, pulling back. Inhale out. And exhale, return. Slow and steady with control. Working your glutes or here and your hamstrings. Now if you're really struggling with this, add another weight on, so a medium weight, which would be a green. However, if you find this really easy, then you take your green off and you would practice with one red spring. The lighter the weight, the harder this would be. Keep control of this movement the whole time. Two more. Taking this last one and slowly rounding your spine down towards the carriage. Well done, release. Taking the circle out, give yourself a nice long stretch. So bringing your toes into the circle, flex the feet towards the ceiling and lengthen through the back of your legs. Shoulders are down, neck's nice and long. Hold and breathe. You can pull feet towards you if you want a little deep stretch. This does feel really nice. And then bending your right knee in towards the right side of your body and carefully taking that left leg out, how we started at the beginning. Noticing if you feel any different now, keeping that right hip down. You don't have to go too far. Think about fact that you're feeling it down through that left side and that you're in good alignment, so your pelvis is level. Maybe stretch a little bit deeper. Go with how you feel. Coming back to centre, raising up the right foot, bend the left knee in, holding that leg. Stretch through the right and carefully take that leg out to the side. And then releasing it. Well done. So bring the circle down, careful rolling up. If you change your springs, you will now have one red and one green, ideally. And if you don't need to change them, you can stay down, otherwise you're going to roll back down. Once again, we're going to have a lovely stretch to finish this class. Bringing these straps into your hands, your feet up on the foot bar, lengthen your body down. Extend it out, pushing through the bar, raise one leg up, anyone will do. Place the foot into the strap and then the foot goes into the arm strap. Bringing the feet back together, making sure they're level. Shoulders are down, away from the shoulder rest, and your feet are extended up towards the ceiling. Engage that tummy for me. And inhale, prepare. Exhale, extend and straighten the feet down towards the floor. Inhale, coming up. Breathe out and breathe in. Breathe out and breathe in. Keeping control, making sure your back is feeling in a good position. So lifting too high, then try not to go too low when you extend the feet down. Keep your pelvis nice and still. Try to bring those ribs down so they're not protruding. And you're going to exhale, feet apart, stretch. Inhale together. Exhale, extend them down. Inhale, up. Exhale, stretch into split. Inhale, exhale down. One more. Bring your feet down halfway and then take them to frog feet so that your heels are together and the toes are apart. Keep them like that the whole time. And inhale, draw the knees in towards your shoulders, taking them apart. And exhale, press out and squeeze those thighs back together. Inhale, draw in, keep the lower back down. Exhale, extend. Inhale, draw those knees in. Exhale, press out and extend. Keeping that movement nice and slow and controlled. Timing with your breath. One more. Feet back and float them back up to centre. Well done. With our circles, part the toes again. Exhale, circle the legs out to the side, bring the heels back, toes back, and inhale back up to the centre. Exhale, out. Inhale, floating up. Again, you're controlling the machine the whole time, even on the return. You can make the circles as small, as large as feels good for you, providing the pelvis is nice and still. You've got full control. One more. And coming back up, well done. Holding those straps and stretch, take the legs apart and hold that stretch for a moment. Bring the legs in, flex and holding onto those straps. Just bring the legs slightly towards you. You feel a lovely stretch through the backs of the legs. Keep your shoulders down, neck in line. And release. Carefully take one strap off. Place that foot onto the foot bar, so you're nice and safe before taking the other strap off. And release. Taking them onto the pegs or release them onto the floor, whichever is easier for you. And then bring your knees once again in towards your chest. Give yourself a gentle rock and gently rock from side to side or circle, whatever feels good for your back. And then placing your feet back on the football, carefully coming up into seated and sitting nice and tall. Thank you everybody for joining me in today's class. I hope you enjoyed it.